Legacy Crossing resident was honored today at the City of Omaha's Martin Luther King Jr. Day for Remembrance celebration. On the frigid day when residents were ordered to pack up and leave, Alex J. Marion decided to lend his services. He called up his friends at Dynasty Movers, and they worked together to help move out and clean out 20 apartments in just one day, all free of charge. Accepting his award, Marion said it was a community effort far greater than himself, and said after getting to know his neighbors over 4 years, he felt the urge to help them out.
I knew that in addition to me being able to move out on my own and having limited resources in that aspect, the elderly, disabled, anyone who just would have trouble getting around in a daily would have super amounts of trouble moving their things and leaving a community and not even know where to go.
And Marion was given the Living the Dream Award. During today's ceremony, the city also honored Omaha firefighter Jason Kentry and Department of Corrections Corporal Walter Adams.